Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If I sound a little stuffy, that's because I am getting over a cold, so I'm really sorry about that. I will make sure that the sniffles are to a minimum. I know how annoying that could be and how gross. But today I'm super excited because I'm going to be putting two Dupe mascaras to the test. I finally got my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara in a previous BoxyCharm. If you haven't seen that video, I will link it in the cards somewhere above. And I'm going to be testing it against my Lash Paradise that I always use. And I am really curious to see if it's actually a dupe, if it actually is perfectly matched to each other, because then I'm still curious why so many people buy this if there's a perfectly good dupe for a third of the price pretty much out there at the drugstore. So I really want to see if there is something to this whole dupe for the two of these. And if you are as curious as I am, just stay tuned for this video. I am doing wear tests, I am doing check-ins, I am doing all that and more. Just keep watching the video. These feel so different in my hands. This one is so much lighter and this one is so much heavier. The top is so heavy, just the actual wand of it. It's just unnecessary. But okay, I'm going to put the Better Than Sex on my right eye and the Lash Paradise on my left eye. I'm also going to curl my eyelashes. I'm going to curl them the same amount so it doesn't seem like I've curled one more than the other one. So I'm going to do 10 pumps on each eye and then apply my mascara as I normally would. So I'm going to zoom you in a little bit more so you can see exactly what I'm doing to my eyes. Alrighty. Now the Better Than Sex. And like I said when I first got this in my BoxyCharm video, I waited for it to become a little bit more of a clumpy formula that I like to do this video, because I didn't think it would be fair to pair it against my Lash Paradise when it was fresh, because that's when it's at its wateriest. So I thought that it was around that time and a good time to do this. And I can already tell a huge difference from when I tried it on in that video. Okay, so that's one coat of Better Than Sex. And then that's one coat of the Lash Paradise. This is how they're looking together. You guys see any type of difference yet? I think they look pretty similar. Just applying them, they looked really similar. So here is the wand for the Lash Paradise. And here is the wand for the Better Than Sex. You see the similarities. Obviously the similarities in the packaging, but the Too Faced is, let's just go on the Ulta website real quick because I know that they sell both of them there. The Too Faced Better Than Sex is $24. And the Lash Paradise is $9.99. So a huge difference if you can actually get the same type of results. And they both come in waterproof versions as well. These are just the plain versions, and I'm going in with my second layer to see if I can get the same type of volume, layering it up. That got really voluminous. Now let's see the other side. I am finding that the Lash Paradise seems a little bit more clumpy. It might be because I've had it a little bit longer than the Too Faced one. But I do know in general that I have an issue with the Lash Paradise one being clumpy sometimes. So this is them built up. As you can see, the Lash Paradise is a little bit clumpier than the Better Than Sex Lash Paradise. They got a little clumpy over here. Just spread them apart a bit. And then I'm going to be wearing both of these on my eyes all day. It is 11:42, sorry, and I'm going to be doing check-ins to see if they both wear the same way, if one breaks down sooner than the other one, to see if they actually are dupes. So just stay tuned for all those check-ins. Also, if it seems like I am wearing the same exact thing as a previous video, that's because it is the same day as the previous video. I am just trying to film as many videos as I can because I'm going to be starting a new job soon, so that's super exciting, but my schedule is going to be super tight, so I am just trying to get as many videos filmed as I can for you guys to make sure that you guys aren't missing on anything just because my schedule is getting more intense. So no, I am not just doing my makeup the exact same way and wearing the exact same thing a different day. It is the same day. But yep, I'm going to be checking these out, and just stay tuned. It's gonna be 2 seconds for you, but it's a whole day for me. Alright guys, here with my first check-in on the eyes. Just another recap. This is the Better Than Sex, and this is the Lash Paradise, and this is how they're looking. I think that this one is a little bit more separated, and this one is a little bit more voluminous. Also, there's a little bit of fallout right here on my eye, whereas this one, I did hit my eyelid, as you can see, with the mascara, so I don't know if that was just because this one was a little bit more gloopy. As you did see while I was applying it, it was more of a clumpy formula that was going on to my eyes as well, but that's just how it's looking right now. Okay, this is the second check-in for the mascaras, and this is how the Better Than Sex side is doing. As you can see, there's some fallout underneath, and this is the Lash Paradise side. There's a tiny bit of fallout, but I think the Lash Paradise side is holding up just a little bit better than the Better Than Sex. I feel like this is coming off a little bit easier, but it's been on for probably about 7 hours at this point. I'm going to keep it on for a little bit longer, and then I'm going to take them both off the same way and see how they come off. But right now, they pretty much look exactly the same. I don't really see a difference between my two eyes, so I'd say looks-wise, they are definite dupes for each other. Hi guys, back with my last check-in and my final thoughts on the Lash Paradise versus the Better Than Sex mascara, if they are actual dupes and what have you. Hello puppy, what do you want? Hello. To be honest, I don't see a difference at all. If I switched, which I was thinking of doing this, if I switched my mascaras and then didn't tell you guys and then said it at the very end and asked you if you noticed a difference, I feel like you wouldn't be able to tell a difference at all. And the only reason that I didn't do it was because that I wanted to see just how these broke down to their maximum extent. And that being said, it is 11 o'clock right now, so I've had these on for a full 12 hours. And I have some makeup remover wipes right here, and I'm going to attempt to have a makeup remover wipe and take each one off. Now usually I don't use the Neutrogena wipes on my eyes. I use my Pond's cold cream, but I'm not using that because I don't see any type of difference in mascaras. When I use that to remove it, it takes everything off completely the same. It's super easy. I just massage it and it wipes it away with a tissue. So I feel like if I'm gonna notice any type of difference, it's going to be with just a basic makeup remover wipe. So that's why I'm gonna use the Neutrogena ones to see if one's gonna be easier to take off than the other one. So let me just do that real quick, and that will be our last test. This is the Better Than Sex side. I'm gonna hold it here and then wipe. Came off a decent amount, but there's still a lot left. Okay. I still feel like it's on my lashes. Like, my lashes don't usually look this black. And now I just have a plain tissue to check to see if I got it all. And yep, nothing else is coming off. So that's just my wet eyelashes, which I was thinking that it might be because I didn't really see anything else coming off. That is all off. It took about 20 seconds, and now let's do the other side. We're gonna hold it here for a second. And then we're gonna rub. What are you doing, Ghost? Take it off. This one definitely seems like it's more difficult to take off. Seems a little bit scratchier, like it's clinging more to my eyes, and as you can see, it definitely seems like it's stuck more on there. These are both supposed to be just normal mascara. Neither one's waterproof or anything like that, by the way. I think I mentioned that earlier, but just in case. Yeah, this one's definitely giving me a harder time to get off. It's kind of coming off in clumps, whereas the other one just kind of dissolved off of my eye with the makeup remover wipe. So, I mean, it might mean that it lasts longer, but it also might mean that if you have sensitive eyes, this one might bother you more. I'm already at double the time trying to take this off. And I don't like rubbing my eyes, which is why I use the Pond's, because it keeps me from having to rub my eyes. Let's just test now to see if this is dry. So it's dry, and we got both sides off. So I would say that the Better Than Sex mascara definitely had an easier time coming off. The L'Oreal Lash Paradise, for all intents and purposes, is a dupe for the Better Than Sex, but when it comes down to the formulation, the Better Than Sex just seems a little bit higher quality because, well, it is higher quality, that's what it is. When you take it off, it's just easier to take off. I think it's a little bit easier on your eyes, and it doesn't feel as itchy as drying. But for looks wise, it is an actual dupe. They look exactly the same. So if that's all you're going for, then you can just purchase the Lash Paradise and be totally fine with it. So I hope this video is interesting as always, and thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much. Bye bye.